look, it's Konami.
Don't let that be the start of the
episode.
Look.
Hi. Welcome to Crit Couch. I'm Michael. I don't even... That's Skylar. I actually know how long it's been since we've recorded at this point. A month and a half? More? I don't fucking know. So, we are starting up Legend of the Mystical Ninja today, which, a lot of people may only know this from the N64 Goemon game.
I forgot him.
Hey, kid, have you heard the news? What are you talking about? I guess that's his voice now. You know about the beautiful girl? Oh, you mean the ghost woman of the temple. Yeah, that's the one.
These are my creepy hands.
Something terrible has happened. He looks like a lucky cat.
He does. Oh, I'll have to show you the picture later. Someone found like a lucky cat.
No!
Somebody found a lucky cat with
Hey,
a really
no
jacked arm.
That's no way for a good ghost to act. She shouldn't hurt people. That ghost has some nerve. I don't know why Goemon has that voice. I'll show her that I'm a brave man.
Are they?
Talk is cheap. Let's go. I'm with you, Doctor. God.
He's a doctor?
No. Okay. So just as a little background here, like, that is a bizarre ass localization choice. So, like, I mentioned, people might know this from Goemon 64 because there's only 2 games that have ever come out in the United States that had these characters, and this was one of them. And like, there's a long series of this game in Japan. Like, there's an arcade game that was Goemon, and then there were some Famicom ports.
Are you just destroying people in the street?
Yes,
like, they're just trying.
yeah.
Like, this dude is clearly just trying to go about his day with his fish.
Except her, she's money, because we collect women for money in this game, I guess.
Okay. All right.
So, like, there are actually 4 Super Nintendo, or I guess Super Famicom Goemon games that are actually all really good, but they never came out over here. It is this most, like, fascinating series. So Goemon, well, and if you hit her, you lose $100.
You fucked up.
So Goemon, he's basically like a Robin Hood figure for Japan. And
there's like a real Goemon?
Well, like a real legendary figure, yeah. And
also have a yo-yo?
I do not believe so. The pipe that Goemon was using kind of at the beginning, that's really more what you see him depicted as. I don't know a ton about the legend. Like, this does not follow it at all, really. Like, there's like robot ninjas in this, and that was definitely not part of the actual Goemon legend. But so, you kind of see me run around here, like, there's this weird sort of overworld, like, platforming secondary stage kind of thing that goes on in most of these spaces. And so, like, I'm walking around collecting money. Money is actually super important, like, more so than, like, just for buying things, because you can actually use it as a weapon in addition. Yeah. This is technically a 2-player game, and if you've got Ibisumaru, he doesn't throw coins, he throws, I think, just shuriken, but it still uses coins in the same way. But it's really interesting because there's this exploratory element where you, like, come into houses and talk to people. We're not open yet. Please come later. So this is actually like a mini game where you can, like, make money. I think that's like a dice throwing game. That's a fortune teller house right there, and if you pay... I guess I can go in and demonstrate, since, that's kind of the point of all of this. I'm a fortune teller, I'll tell you. You are
glasses, or just
hero of this story, aren't you?
Hawaii-like sized eyes. Like, what's going on with this? Like, I don't know. Read his face for some reason. Also, the reason we're not playing 2 players because my hands are occupied by a giant peach smoothie.
Yeah. But
that's what I'm going with.
yeah, that's. So, technically, Goemon and Ibisumaru those are the 2 characters here. Okay, if you get hit, much like... God, that fish just fucked me up. You lose weapon. Like, you can see, I'm back down to my little basic pipe. Yeah, those lucky cats increase your weapon strength, and so that gives you like, well, I died. Cool.
Young blue-haired man slaughtered hundreds in the town square today.
So here, we are going to buy ourselves. So this is another kind of weird thing, like upgrades are temporary.
Would you like to buy sandals, bombs, or pizza?
Well, actually, sandals and pizza. Sandals will make us move faster. Pizza will give us... so actually, in the American version, this is pizza. These are like rice balls in the Japanese game.
Wait, did they actually like change something in the game?
Yeah, there are a few things they changed. And, you know, we've talked before about how, like, localizations do that from time to time. A lot of, like, in some cases, they improve graphics or things like that. Sometimes, you know, there were Nintendo censorship policies. In this case, I think it was more that they changed it to, like, at that time, you know, anime wasn't, like, a huge, widely known thing at that point, so...
Oh yeah, it's like the fucking donut in Pokemon.
Yeah. So pizza made more sense than like a rice ball. Not that I think it would have really mattered at the time because that, you know, you just put it in the instruction manual. But like there's that, and there were a couple of like kind of racier. There's like a kind of a faux striptease scene like that can happen in one of these houses, and there's like a fart joke that was removed from the American version.
Really?
Yeah. But that's about it for changes in this game. Hello, Kid Ying. How are you? Also, the name Kid Ying and Dr. Yang, those are particularly odd choices. One, because yin and yang are, like, Chinese concepts originally, so, like, we are definitely in Japan, you know, with, like, wandering ronin and, like, fish merchants and things, and girls in kimonos, and so we... Like, understandably, like, the name Abisumaru, if you're thinking about, like, what a kid's gonna be able to pronounce, like, maybe you can justify changing it, but it's pretty... I think they could have left it. So this is a fairly small stage with this overworld. A strange cloud is coming from the north. I'm scared. So, you know, Goemon talked about the like, ghost woman at the temple, right? So there's only really 3 screens in this area.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so now, like, the kind of haunted stuff comes down, and some of these places, like this is a games
Shit's
house,
crazy out there.
But, you know, he's like, yeah, literally nobody's hiring. Shit's crazy out there. So there's, like, a maze.
That's the cutest. That's a ghost.
Yeah, a little ghost. So, like, there's a little maze house over here that you can normally go through, but since it's all haunted and shit, we can't actually go in there. We'll come back and look at this after we get through the main stage. There are a lot of ghosts in the maze now.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Why are my eyes so close to the sides of my head? I can see the walls.
What? She's got fish vision.
Yeah. I'm not a predator, I am only prey. So, we've got those kind of overworld stages, and then...
Excuse me.
Yeah, well, here's the Tanuki with his...
Please explain.
Well, I mean, it's a Tanuki with his giant...
Is that actually supposed to be his scrote?
I think so. I mean, it normally is. I don't know that you...
that big is dangerous, yeah.
This is dangerous for my back. I cannot walk. Oh, territory, I'm sorry. Be careful. Proceed with caution. So all of the kind of like dungeon stages, so to speak, are side-scrolling.
Oh. Oh, I love that little man.
Yeah.
I'm in fire. It's like a little undead samurai.
So in this...
This is absolutely charming.
So that's our inventory.
So Kid Ying and Dr. Yang. Did they change it? I don't think they changed it for the N64 version.
Who's Goemon?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not. So here's throwing coins, incidentally.
And this was...
This is Super Nintendo.
Okay.
So the coins you can see are, like, very useful because of just the sheer distance they can cover. And they do cost you coins to use.
You always thought this was interesting that it's
This
like...
is also hilarious. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
It's like his own version of the WAP dance.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Also, these don't ever depower if you get hit by something, so you don't have to worry as much about it.
Do they do more damage, quote unquote, than the pipe?
I'm actually not sure off the top of my head if the pipe damage changes as much as the distance changes, like with the yo-yo. It's been a minute. Yeah, that bell just
you
kills
knew to
everything.
do that?
Yeah. I imagine that's probably like a spiritual reference to like Shinto or something. That I don't know, where like, because bells and shrines and like the charms and stuff tend to like get rid of spirits. This guy,
what?
Yeah.
Was he just a happy umbrella?
Yeah, a happy murder umbrella. Like,
tis I, murder umbrella. If the rain comes, you're pretty much fucked.
Oh God.
See, they reminds me what we're talking about, because they believe in spirits that like inhabit everything.
Yeah, like the yokai or whatever. You gotta finish that thought, or?
I got really distracted by the like tree
foliage.
Okay. Because for some reason it didn't read to me like the tree. I thought the tree was gonna come to life.
Like that guy right there.
Yeah.
Also, I love that I can just like.
Oh, the great beyond.
He's got like little back definition, like on his shoulder blades.
Yeah, he's kind of jacked.
He is, but then he's got like the weird like hip butt thing going on there.
Frumpy butt.
Like he looks like really buff, like here, and now it's like, but it all went to my ass.
He got dumps like a truck.
Yes, that's how it goes. Happy zombies.
So, do you know much about like their? Seems like a boss.
This is the first boss. Yeah, this is the ghost woman. So most of the bosses, like the coins, are gonna be like probably the best way.
Oh, she balances plates.
But this, you actually have to bounce her plates back at her.
Oh, interesting.
And I actually find in this area, the yo-yo, like having the full powered weapon, is more of a detriment because there's so much delay time in the yo-yo returning to you so that you can hit it again, that it's actually like harder to time getting the little like discs back at her.
Oh no.
It's a cute little cat.
What?
Oh man, you're so strong. I'm a ninja cat, Kurobe.
So they didn't change the cat's name.
Like, okay. Bisumaru and Goemon, that's too tough. But Kurobe, okay. I don't think anything else's name has changed. I've been waiting for someone to help me out of here. There is no time to explain. Take this $100 and hurry to Shikoku Island. Go see the cat boss, Koban.
You know what? If a cat handed me $100 and told me to go somewhere.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So that guy is a thief, and he will knock coins out of you as well. So now things are kind of back to normal again, and like this, this is the starter stage, right? So like getting used to, gosh, a lot of enemies.
Are they enemies or are they just innocent town folk?
That's a really good question. Like a lot of them will just walk past me. That guy is a huge dick, though. He will steal your money. Come take a look at the maze, because there's a lot of little side games and stuff in here.
So what is the purpose of all these? Is like, do you keep coming back to this town?
No. In later games, you will. Like, you'll be able to travel back and forth between some of the areas and whatever. And in fact, the fourth game is almost more like a Zelda-style game, like, in terms of how integrated I think it's the fourth game, in terms of how integrated the overworld is. But this one was like kind of a bridge from the arcade piece of the game, like the arcade version of this game, which was mostly just it was kind of like the overworld, but you mostly just ran around. I've watched a playthrough. I've never played through the original Famicom game. It does not look fun.
I realized they have like a little like golden boy mascot. What is this, the loading screen from the old like Windows 95?
No, well, I mean, yes and no. So like this is just the maze. And
Jesus, I cannot. Oh, you found something.
Yeah, so like there's just a series of items in all of these places. The mazes themselves are not that complicated. It's more that like, see, like the entrance and exits are actually like right across from one another. In this particular maze, I think they're all different. I don't usually do these because
comment down below if what Michael is doing makes no sense to you either, because I cannot read whatever you're like. It is just a series of images that's happening to me right now.
So,
oh my god.
So you are always in the first person perspective, right? Like
I'm getting that part.
Well, so yeah, this goes back to like old school, like original like DOS maze, or even before DOS, but like the old maze games and stuff. Where you're always, and you can see which direction I'm facing up above.
Okay.
So like now that I'm facing left, you see that he's facing left. So this kind of tells you whether you're facing north, east, south, or west. But your perspective never changes. The maze is rotating around you, essentially. So like I'm just turning in a circle right here, and I'm seeing all the different corridors.
Okay, yeah. Well, so were you doing that earlier too?
Yes. Like every time I'm moving, I'm just pressing left and right.
Yeah, just visually, there was just, I don't know, it just looked insane to
Well,
me.
it is. Like, if you're not in control of it, and actually I got myself lost by demonstrating all of that a little bit. Like, I know there's one hallway that goes out to that side hall, and now I'm trying to remember where it is. Oh, God.
It's like, I'm just going to look away for a little bit.
Oh, is this getting...
I don't know why this is messing with my brain.
Here we go. No, that's not it. Maybe this is it.
I'll just watch Goemon up there. He's so angry.
Here we go. There we go. Congratulations, you can keep whatever you found. Yeah, it's really just kind of a pain in the ass for the amount of, like, work. It's fun, but also, eh.
I just love the little mascot, like, with a little red cap with wings.
Oh, that guy, yeah, up top. Cool.
Is that like a letter or a symbol? Oh, I don't know. Back out into the dangerous streets where I'll, incoherently murder everyone.
And then run away to another Japanese state. Well, we are actually, I think, at time for this episode. So next time on Crit Couch, we'll look at a couple more mini games, and then we'll head to the next island.
So every time that guy runs by, he just looks like he's having such a good... That guy's drunk as hell. He's like throwing beer bottles.
Oh yeah, yeah. That guy. There's guys later that'll throw it.
What is that cat?
Ah!
Well, you fucked up.
Next time on Crit Couch.
We won't fuck up.